Okay.
So my family, both my families are mostly from like the northeast quadrant of China, and so it's colder. So there's a lot of hearty, really like warming type meals. And so one thing is in Chinese it's called shizito, but in I guess the English translation would be lion's head casserole, because basically it's these meatballs made out of pork. With like scallions and ginger and water chestnuts, like chopped finely, thrown in with, the ground pork meat. You throw in like soy sauce, like sesame oil, rice wine. You throw in eggs, and you just like, mix it up really well until it almost feels like you can't tell the difference. It doesn't feel like ground meat anymore. It's almost like a paste. So then you make, they're pretty much like this size. They're really big, and that's why they're called lion's heads. They're pretty big. And then you sear them all with the meatballs. And then you take like 2 heads of Napa cabbage, and you sear those too, so they get really brown and there's like a lot of flavor in them. And then you throw the meatballs with the Napa cabbage together, and you put stock in, and then you simmer probably for like an hour and a half or something. And that's what's called lion's head casserole, because like the meatballs with the Napa cabbage on top look like lions with the mane and stuff like that. But it's really this like it's like the meatballs have like so much flavor because there's like so much that goes into it, and there's that real depth of flavor because you had like browned the Napa cabbage and like simmered it all together.
How do you eat it? Oh, it's your.
No. You normally
I was gonna ask the same thing.
you probably just put some rice in the bottom of a big bowl and like ladle your meatball and the Napa cabbage and like the broth over it. And so it's like by the end, like the rice is almost like what we call shifan, which is when you cook rice basically in water, it becomes like a porridge almost type thing.
And how do you make the stock?
The stock is it's usually a combination of like various like pork bones. I mean, it's kind of like whatever they had together. Sometimes it's pork bones with the chicken carcass with whatever kind of remnants of vegetables that you had. It's very much what you have on hand. Unfortunately, when I make it, I pretty much use like just like pre-made stock because I don't have the time.
Do you have certain condiments with it, like chilies or spices?
No, it's almost like the broth is very clear. It's almost like a consomme. It's very kind of purifying. It's not like this really, it seems like it'd be a really heavy dish, but it's really not. That's what's good about it. It's a good winter dish because it's really hearty and satisfying without feeling really like heavy. And you can make it, if you're trying to keep it lean, you can make it with brown turkey. It actually still works really well.
Very interesting. Cool. I like that.